Hi everyone, it's Giselle here with another message, and this one is regarding some dream interpretations and dream messages I've received whilst I've been away. A lot of my very profound dreams that I receive come through in the most unlikely times, either when I'm not asking for them or preoccupied with other things, or when I'm, as I've been away on holiday. I've been sharing hotel rooms, so I wasn't able to practice my regular bedtime routine. And I've done a lot of walking as well whilst I was there, so I was pretty much exhausted by the time that I'd arrived back to the hotel. I just fell asleep straight away. So, but I did receive some intense dreams, couple of nights in a row, actually. What they were about was there's this lady who has done some healings for me in the past, and she's also a twin flame. And I often dream about other people or people that I know, and not directly me and my twin, because if it's about me and my twin, I tend to be a little more skeptical and questioning the dream, whereas this I can just fully accept because I see as a third party viewer, okay, this is what it's about. And I guess that's how I read very easily for other people too, is yeah, I see a situation, this is what they are doing, this is their energy, this is what they want to tell you. But for myself, I tend to second guess, and I know I should stop doing that, and that's the guidance I'm being given, is stop second guessing. But because I am that type of person that's, when it comes to my situation, I tend to ask loads of questions. That's why they show me third party situations and other people so that I can apply that to my own situation. But I don't feel that this was just for me. I feel that this message is for everyone. So basically, what had happened is I dreamt that the lady who has helped me as well in the past, well, and still is helping me actually to this day, through her inspiring videos, and sometimes I do contact her to get some of her interpretation services. So I dreamt that she was walking along this road, and she was by the side of the road walking alone, and she seemed a little bit down, but I couldn't call her or, get her attention. It just didn't seem like she would be receptive because she was isolated. But I got to see her twin on the other side of the road. So they were walking parallel. So he was on one side, on the left side of the road, she was on the right side of the road, and there was a big motorway in between them where they couldn't just safely cross and meet each other. And so I confronted her twin because I was on the same side of the road as he was, and I said, you do know that she wants to be with you. What is going on? Like, why are you not making the effort? Like, are you even going to go back to her? And he said to me, well, of course I am. She's always been the one. She is my true love, my love of my life. Of course I'm going to. I'm hers and she's mine. I said, well, why don't you? And he just looked at me, sad and regretful. But he was certain. He said, well, I will. I definitely will, because she is the one. And he said it with conviction and just determination. And that was that dream. So the following night I dreamt of her again, but this time there was a timer on her situation. And I think she initially thought that it was going to be at least a year before they got to reconnect and reunite. But on the timer, I couldn't see a year. And it was ticking down, but there was no year attached to it. So, what that dream is saying is that you can collapse the time. Just because something is currently showing up to be one way doesn't mean it has to be that way. You can collapse the time and make it a lot shorter. And I encourage you to close your eyes to reality. Because your heart holds the guide, holds the compass to your true destiny and what you want to make of your life. So don't think just because something is meant to be one way that it has to be that way. Sometimes we need time to develop ourselves, because I know if I act prematurely, it's not always the best thing. I may self-sabotage and delay things not on purpose, but subconsciously, because I'm not ready. And so it's always better to allow things to develop as they would, rather than forcing it. But you can, once you are ready, time is just going to collapse around you and you will be catapulted into the new situation. So if you are ready, then say this: I am ready. There is no reason why you shouldn't have your reunion right now. There is no reason why you shouldn't have your job of your dreams and all of the things that you want right now. There's also something to be said for time, the, I guess, incubation period whilst you're waiting for your dream to manifest, is because, if you're a very impulsive person, especially as a child, you may have said very negative things that you didn't mean. So if you had your dream instantly manifest, then there will be chaos. But the incubation period is there so that you can be clear about what it is that you're wanting. You know, sometimes you may think one thing, like when I first became single after being with someone for forever, nearly a decade, I thought I wanted to be with someone that I'd met less than a month after being single, but that person would have been so wrong for me. False twin experience, basically. I've talked about it before. This person was just someone I thought I've always wanted, but no, they weren't. They were not the person for me. And had I actually gone ahead and dated them, it would have been disastrous, because they ended up marrying someone less than a year after knowing that new person and divorcing them within a span of maybe 3 to 6 months. It was chaos. It was absolute chaos. So that person was not the person for me, and I'm glad that I did not get my wish with that one. So sometimes in hindsight, the incubation period, not sometimes, the incubation period is a blessing in disguise, because it makes you become clear about what you want. And sometimes what you think you want at the time is not always what you really want, and your higher self knows better for you and knows that it's not for your best good, and so it will not. But it will always give you better. So trust in that. I hope that these dream interpretation messages are helpful for people. I just felt like sharing them because it was something that it was on my mind. I didn't get to make a video about it at the time. I dreamt about it about 2 weeks ago, sorry. Sometimes I will say something unintentionally, but for people, they may mean something. So take that for what it may be. 2 years ago, how strange. Anyway, I will be making more videos. If you want to connect with me and have a reading for yourself, then please find my link in the description. Thank you for your support. Thank you for watching, and have a beautiful day. Namaste.